What's up, guys? WhirlXbow back here, and today we are playing some Rivendare Hunter. I played this deck, I think it's like roughly a month ago at this point. I don't remember if it's at the start of this month or at the end of last month. But either way, it is the 24th. So, for all those celebrating Christmas Eve, I hope you guys have a great Christmas Eve. For all those who do not celebrate Christmas and Christmas Eve, happy holidays. I'm gonna say the same thing next video. I'm not exactly sure when like Hanukkah and all those other holidays are. Forgive me for being ignorant. I don't know what the other names are. I'll be honest, of all the other holidays that are around this time of the year. But I hope you guys are having some great times with your family or your friends or whoever you hang out with on your holidays. I hope you're just having, honestly, a great time. That's what I'm hoping to be doing. This video is recorded a little bit ahead of time. It's currently 1:42 on the 23rd. I want to get videos recorded ahead of time, obviously, for Christmas time, because I'm going to be spending... I know, I'm gonna get into what my days are going to be like for Christmas Eve, especially today and Christmas Eve. Or, I guess, Christmas Eve and yesterday, because again, it's the 23rd for me, but... how about we get the first game so I can start talking about it, and it actually sounds somewhat coherent. Alright guys, yeah. That being said, I'll see y'all in the first game. Alright, first game. Honestly, this hand is mid. I'll keep one tracking. I don't want both. Alright, so as I said, I want to talk about what my plan is for 23, 24, 25 of December. Again, I'm hoping to have a video out every single day. If I get a little bit too fucked up tomorrow, I'm like, put it this way, in my head, I'm like, okay, it's a really good draw. It's the best draw. Fuck, I have hiccups. Oh. The hiccups are gonna kill me. Hoping that was his play next turn, I'll be honest. Into a pirate. Could be worse, I guess. So, plans is today, today for me, yesterday for you guys. Also, by the way, I hope you guys liked the video that went up on the 23rd. I had a blast, but to be fair, I just recorded that deck. Like, if you guys look at the time, maybe 5-minute difference from the end of that. Are you for fucking real? I hate this game sometimes. Yeah, so I had a blast. Honestly, that deck was super, super fun. But, no. So the plan for the 23rd is I'm waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning. So that's in what? A little over 7 hours? Plus or minus. It's a little over 7 hours plus or minus a couple minutes. Like 15 minutes or so. Let's do this, see if we can actually potentially... I don't think there's any life gain on any of the Hunter secrets. Apparently we've played this exact version and we lost, which is... Oh, that's true. I took it from another video, but... Whatever. Okay. I'm gonna ignore the game for like 30 seconds so I actually get my thought out. I hope you guys don't mind. But yeah. So the 23rd, the plan is to wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, leave to Costco at 10 o'clock, right on our way home from Costco, go to the grocery store, pick up all the groceries you need. I'm making a whole bunch of food for Christmas Eve, and I'm doing all my mise en place the day before. If you guys ever worked in a restaurant, you'll know that doing your mise en place the day before is honestly super fucking helpful. Just because of actually how much work goes into finalizing mise en place. It's more than a lot of people would think. Therefore, hear me out. I'm going to try my best to get all of that shit done as soon as humanly possible. If I finish it all today, that would be great. The 24th, I wake up, I wrap presents, I finalize putting together the dishes, you know, heating up things like I'm making Italian-style meatballs, so heating up the sauce from the meatballs, finalize cooking them in the sauce, because I'm going to cook them to like 70%, because it's best that way, so this way I'm not, I'm done. I'm not cooking them from raw on day of, because when they're raw in the fridge, right, you do have to stack multiple of them on top of each other. They'll deform them a little bit. If they're a little bit cooked, at least on the outside, like at least seared, they'll hold their shape a little bit better. So this way, when I toss them in the sauce to finish cooking, basically you're just cooking the outside. Like, put it this way, make a circle with your fingers. Is the best way to visualize it. Make a circle, right? Use your middle finger and your thumb. So what you see of skin is cooked. What's in the center is raw. So when you look at it that way, right, you can tell that, yes, there will be some give because there's air and whatnot in that center, but it will also tend to get back into its shape. And if the outside is a little bit overcooked, right, especially like just the straight outside, like the crust of it, this person will be fine because it's going to add a little bit of extra texture. You won't really notice the dryness. And again, if you're using that, in reality, it's going to be half the width of your finger that's going to be cooked, right? And the rest of it's going to be raw. So that little bit of overcooked on the outside, you won't really notice. And especially when you're cooking in a sauce, it's going to be super, super moist. So it's going to help with not really noticing the fact that there's a little bit of it that is technically overcooked. Spoilers, that's how every single restaurant does it. If you see a seared meatball, it's just they seared it off first, so that part is cooked. They let it chill, so it keeps its shape a little bit better when you cook it. And they'll put in their sauce and they'll throw it in their oven for 35, 45, 50 minutes, depending on, I guess, the place. At least in the places I've worked, it's been between 25 and 45 minutes. So yeah, just so you know, like, it's perfectly safe to do. People might be a little bit scared. It's like, hey, you're storing raw meat next to cooked meat, but they're like connected, but don't worry about it. Most restaurants cook a lot of their meat to 80% of what they're serving it at, with like one of the sole exceptions being steak. Anyways, enough of the fucking kitchen tangent. Let's kill the next one. I would love to get a win actually pulling off the combo. We're hitting a lot of aggro decks. It might be a little bit harder, but if we hit a couple slower decks, it should work out. Anyways, with that being said, let's skip the next one. Oh, it's a deck we played yesterday. I doubt it. I will put that it's 1% chance it's the deck we played yesterday. I feel that's pretty safe. 1% chance for it to be the deck we played yesterday. I want to play the fetch, but I know for a fact. Okay, I don't want to play fetch anymore. It's like a 1 in 3. Okay, we're playing the 1 in 3. I hit exactly what kind I wanted. That's Pog. This can get me this. All my minions are out of my deck. Maxima now works how I want it to work. Honestly, it being a slower warrior potentially actually gives us the chance to win the game. To be fair, we just saw the issue, right? If he plays ham on 6, we lose the game. Like, we're straight up dead. And I'm fully okay with that. Like, he's playing 40 cards. If he has ham in his hand, he curves out into it. He deserves to win. I'm gonna leave it at, what does this do when it takes damage? This takes damage. Fuck me. Like if he just hams me and he pulls my Rivendare, GG. Honestly, GG. I'm not stressed about it. Neither should you guys, because it's straight up something that is near impossible to control, and there's a shitload of armor. Alright, ham me, baby. Having the bees is actually really good against if he just slams ham here. I haven't said it yet, but I hope everybody has a beverage. I'm currently drinking my beer. I'm currently drinking a beer, not my beer. Well, it isn't my beer technically, but it's also beer like 14 of the day, so... Hey, man. If you don't worry about it, I don't worry about it. Thoughts? Alright. Okay. Come on, baby. Hit me with that ham so I can eat it with the bees and let me top that Flark's Boom-Zooka. Oh, that's not ideal. Damn, if I draw the Flark's Boom-Zooka, my guess is I'm gonna draw back to back of these motherfuckers and I'm gonna lose the game to it, but hey. I'm gonna see one, I'm not gonna keep it. I have it for my deck, right? I'm not tripping. Last card I want to play. Should have played that a little bit slower. I'm about to lose to a ham top deck. I'm not tripping. I know I just looked at it, but yeah, at the end of the trade, you know, who's digging for the ham, man? He hit it. He hit it. Oh, he didn't hit it. Oh, show me any card that's not. Oh, we did it. We got there. Woohoo! I'm so happy. I actually, not only did our combo deck semi-work yesterday, but like now this deck is working, that makes me happy. The decks that I don't expect to work when I play them. So if I get a win, I'm fucking happy, man. It's great. I like it. Anyways, let's keep the next one. Alright. Now that I don't have to worry about winning a game because I've already won one. I kind of want to talk about what I was talking about earlier. So as I said, my plan for today, so yesterday for you guys, is to go to the grocery store, pick up everything I need, and do all my mise en place. I'm doing mise en place for a couple dishes. I'm making tartare. Those who don't know what tartare is honestly, for a while, I didn't know what tartare was until I was embarrassingly old knowing what I know about it now. I'm just gonna draw over there. Yep, plastic. So knowing what I know now about tartare. Those who don't know what it is, it's a raw protein. When I say raw, I mean raw. Typically served with an acid, a little bit of spice, some pickled vegetables / items, such as capers, pickles, things like that, and herbs, just for flavor. And honestly, it's the type of thing where you either really, really like it or you don't. I'm not a, I'll be honest, I'm not a fan. I've tried high on tartar and I've tried cheap tartar. Not a fan of any of them. But most of my family are huge fans of tartar, and my brother's wife is a huge fan of tartar. Therefore, not necessarily out of respect for them, but out of, hear me out, I know you guys are looking forward to it, so I'll do it. So I'm making some beef tartare. And I know I don't have to explain it to anybody. One of those things that it's kind of like a personal thing, I guess. But I'm not a fan of it, but I'm still making it. So I need to go grocery shopping to pick up all the ingredients, obviously. That's a really good draw. Like this. Next, I'm making chicken sliders. So I'm going to be picking up some buns at Costco. I'm thinking, they have like these Hawaiian dinner rolls. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. You guys are in the States. I know whenever I would go to the States as a kid, I'd always pick up a couple of those Hawaiian rolls just because they're fucking fire. In my opinion, they're one of like the best fucking little snack like things you can have with dinner that's still like viewed as like normal. So I'm like doing like basically Hawaiian dinner rolls, some pulled chicken in a bourbon barbecue sauce with a coleslaw on top. I'm making bruschetta, which is like bread, some tomatoes. I'm gonna do some fresh mozzarella. Like honestly, again, quite simple thing. I'm making a salad. Not 1,000% sure, honestly, what type of salad. I'm thinking about doing a pesto because I know my family likes pesto. So when you know you're cooking for other people and you know they like something, it's really easy to tell yourself like, okay, I'll make that. But also, being someone who cooks a lot, I do want to have some amount of creativity, some amount of, you know, some new spice pizzazz type shit. So it makes my job a little bit more interesting. So I'm really doing a different type of salad. Still not 1,000% sure on what I'm doing for it. I'm gonna be doing a chips and dip type thing with some onion dip and potentially some queso, like a homemade queso cheese dip. Probably because I like homemade queso. Wild, I know, but maybe that Exarch. Alright, we're going for the fitty. Woo! Fuck, I'm good at this game. Alright. And then finally, I'm going to be making some meatballs. I think I said it earlier, but I'm doing an Italian-style meatball. I have that whole tangent about outside of meatballs being cooked when the inside is raw. So I'm going to be making that. I'm super hyped for that. I fuck with meatballs super heavy. And I'm going to be making some eggnog. Eggnog is my favorite holiday thing that I get to consume on a yearly basis. Makes me happy every single time I do get a chance to do it. Sure. Okay, I want to go for this. But can I get lucky twice? No. The answer is just straight up no. I'm gonna lose this game. I'm gonna lose this fucking game and I'm gonna be pissed about it. Show me the macaw. Show me the fucking macaw. You're already emoting. Show me the macaw. I should have just went for Flark. Worst case worst, I missed. And then I'm so dumb. I'm so fucking dumb. Put me on a bus that is shorter than everybody else's. But yeah, so it's currently my plan. I feel like I have to make one more dish because the rest of my family, we're doing like a potluck thing. So it's one of those things where... Sure. Thankfully, this is the, even get to gain 6 off. But I have to make something else that my brother's girlfriend's gonna eat. She doesn't eat pork or beef. She mostly consumes fish, chicken for proteins. And, like, the rest of my... Wild, okay. Thanks for giving me the win. You saw what I didn't hit, and you know that I have a minion at hand, so you know it's this, because you should know that there's only... Yeah, okay, well. I'll take the free dub. But yeah, so I feel like I should find something else to do that's like a protein-based item that she could eat. To be fair, I'm not... Yeah. I will... I'm like... I kind of want to do it. I just don't know what I would do, type shit. But I have a feeling there's going to be something else added to the list of things I need to cook. I'm doing all that mise en place later today. It's going to be wild. Fuck me. Anyways, we got time for one more game, so let's queue up. Trust me. Man, I was having this conversation completely off topic from what we were just talking about. When I say completely off topic, I mean I'm jumping from food to music. I was having this conversation with my brother. I grew up listening to my brother's music, right? I have 2 older brothers, so it's like, oh, I need new music. I'm gonna check one of their CDs and put it on my old MP3 player. I know this is before the days of the iPod. This is before the days of the iPhone and the smartphone. I know I'm old as fuck. You don't have to fucking tell me twice. I remember one of my favorite songs as a child was The Ultimate Showdown. If you guys are old enough online, you guys know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. There's zero doubt in my mind you guys know what I'm talking about when I said The Ultimate Showdown. This is the ultimate showdown of ultimate destiny. Goodbye, big Earth, cause an explosion. Yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. My horrible singing included. I'll take this. Should have realistically probably taken the other card, but I'm worried about a rat, where this I can just play it next turn. It should be fine. So like, that was one of my favorite songs as a kid. Also, I mean, watching the Laser Collection, again, I'm dating myself so fucking hard. I know that for a fact. But, to be fair, I also don't really care. I'll be honest. If you guys think I'm a fucking dinosaur, you guys think I'm a dinosaur, it is what it is, you know? He should probably take death here, right? There's no way this guy thinks about narking my weapon when I have a 5/5 on board. Perfect. Oh, I don't want to go for the 50/50. That's fine. Sure, this is in the opposite order. Sure, let's do this. That's pretty safe. So yeah, I grew up listening to my brother's music. And I was cooking dinner tonight. It was like, you know, again, yes, a plan for those to spend the whole day playing Magic, but like, you know, we still have to eat, right? Like we've been drinking since fucking noon, man. We still have to get some amount of grub in our system. Y'all know me, know I like me some grub. understatement of the century, but 3-3 copy sounds good to me. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. So yeah, I was cooking dinner and I was just playing some music. I believe I was listening to Hybrid Theory, the Linkin Park album. To be fair, most people that are younger than me will know Linkin Park from their newer stuff that they just released with their new lead singer, not the stuff that Chester released. R.I.P. to a legend. But no, I personally, I loved, I loved OG Linkin Park. It was kind of my shit. That's a really good thing to see. I don't want to play this yet because I want to draw this card. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. But yeah, OG Linkin Park is one of my favorite bands of all time. It's not my favorite band. I have to give that credit to Hollywood Undead. I grew up listening to be fair, I grew up listening to a lot of bands that I feel are fairly popular and a lot of people my age would know. Billy Talent, Linkin Park, 3 Days Grace, Green Day. Like, if you know the type of bands I'm talking about, you know the type of bands I'm talking about, basically, is what I'm getting at. The old punk rock vibes, style music. If you again, if you grew up in my era, like I grew up early 2000s, right? I was born in 99. You know, it'd be what it be. It's something I don't have the Flarks in hand. Oh. Because, fucking, thank God. Woo! This is that double Winskies. Poke, poke, poke. Even if you had Ice Block, that bitch ain't saving you today, motherfucker. And we end the game at perfect health. God, we're so good at this game. That's what D22 say? But yeah, like, you know, like other bands such as like Three Doors Down, Creed, even like some older stuff, Queen, Metallica, you know, Aerosmith. Like, that's kind of the music I grew up listening to. And I was telling them, like, man, it's so wild to think, and every single time I do think about it, where it's like, my music taste now is stuff that I found, but if I think about all the songs that I have, like, the best memories listening to, it's all shit, like, that you guys introduced me to. Like, I mean, like, even things like Avril Lavigne, Evanescence, was stuff that I got introduced to through them, kind of, through, like, Rock Band, fuck. If you guys remember Rock Band, that's a fucking blast from the past for games you guys might not have heard of, fuck. This is just me going through, like, a midlife crisis, fuck. But no, like, I was having that conversation with my older brother that came in from out of town, and I'm like, man, it's so wild to think, and it's so crazy to think, because, like, my oldest brother introduced me to Hollywood Undead, my oldest brother introduced me to Killswitch Engage, my directly older brother, I'm just gonna use their nicknames that I give them. So, Greg was the one who introduced me, like, Hollywood Undead. He introduced me to be fair, even a lot of rap that I listen to nowadays, like Waka Flocka, Lil Wayne, things like that. Eminem. Well, to be fair, my brother Jay also introduced me to Eminem. But, like, my brother Jay introduced me to, like, Slipknot, Billy Talent, 3 Days of Grace, Three Doors Down, and Linkin Park, to be fair. Back when I was growing up, Linkin Park was everywhere, fuck. It was on the radio, you know, Nickelback was even, like, on a list of, like, bands I was talking to him about. Like, man, I remember, like, the first time hearing fucking, was it See You Someday? Someday? Is that the name of the Nickelback song? You know, or like Rockstar, or even the remakes, right? The Halo 3 remake of Rockstar. Like just like, you know, just like old classic music, and it was just such a blast from the past that honestly it was a great conversation. I'm not doing it justice nearly at the moment, but anyways, I need to end this off because I need to edit the videos going up today, and I need to life is crazy. Holidays are a super rough time, especially if you work in the kitchen. Just spoilers. Anyways, with all that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Oh, I didn't say anything about the deck, but deck is super fun. I had a blast playing yesterday's deck. I also don't think I talked about yesterday's deck at the end of that video. But hey, it is what it is. I had a lot of fun. Try it out if you have the cards. And yeah, anyways, with all that being said, hope you guys all enjoyed. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe as always. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Alright, guys? Yeah. Peace.